All right, welcome to Peaceful Warrior Yoga. Find a nice comfortable position, cross-legged, legs extended or kneeling. Have a tall spine. Close the eyes for a moment and tune into your body. Noticing the different sensations in the seat you've created. Try to take the tension out of the shoulders and the solar plexus. Let each new breath become a little deeper. Growing into your Dirga Pranayama, that three-part yoga breath. Breathing in through the nose. And let the exhale be long and relaxed. If you know the Ujjayi, ocean-sounding breath, layer that breath over the Dirga, creating that ocean sound. On the next inhale, float the arms above the head. Let the fingertips touch. Exhale, float the hands down, palms face the earth. Just moving the arms, the shoulders. Start to move the hips as you do this so that as you lift up, you feel the low back arch. And as you float the hands down, you feel the tailbone tuck. So you feel the low back and the hips moving with the movement. And start to add the head, the neck. So as you inhale, you arch the back of the neck, look up. And as you float the hands down, you round the back of the neck, tuck the chin. Good. Moving at your own pace. On the next exhale, drop the left hand and lean to the left. Right hand comes over. Just like you're a tall piece of grass or paspalum floating in the wind, being pushed from side to side. Or a piece of seaweed attached to a rock, being pushed in and pulled out by the surge of the ocean. Start to feel the rib cage open as you sway from side to side. And you feel that movement of the spine laterally. The next time you come up, pause and clasp the fingers behind the head, keeping the elbows back. Exhale, turning to the right. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, turning to the left. Feeling the total spine moving, twisting. And the next time you come to neutral pause, lean forward and come off your seat. Come onto all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Start a circling of the hips. Let your hips create a big circle here. Notice how that feels in the body. Let the circle start to get bigger. That's it. Let the circle change direction. Start to slow the circle down and slide the right knee to the right wrist and pivot the right foot just underneath that left hip. So your knee is on the ground, coming into that pigeon preparation. Walk the left knee back until you feel that stretch in the right hip. And come down onto your elbows and just sway from side to side. Just feeling that right hip today. Bring the hands back under the shoulders and float that, the knees back together. Come into tabletop. A couple of circles here in each direction. Just noticing what's happened to that right hip. And then slide the left knee forward. Left foot underneath. Walk the right knee back. Come onto your elbows and start to sway in this variation of pigeon on this side. Curl the toes of that right foot as you come up. And come back to tabletop. 2 or 3 circles once again with the hips in each direction. Noticing what pigeon has done for the hips. And then float all the way back to child pose. Knees wide. Reach the arms. Keep the arms extended as you come up. When the hips come above the knees, walk the hands out into puppy stretch. Big stretch. Walk the hands back, hands under shoulders. Lift that right hand to the sky. Reach up and then thread the right arm underneath. Try that again with the breath. Inhale, open up. Exhale, thread. 3 more on this side. And then come back to tabletop. Create 2 or 3 circles with the hips in each direction. Just noticing what the twist has done to the circles. And then find stillness as you do 5 reaching twists and thread the needles on the other side. Go with the breath. When you've done 5 thread needles, come back to tabletop and come back to your hip circles. 2 or 3 in each direction. Inhale back to tabletop, extending the left leg back, drop the ball of the foot, press through the heel bone. And leaning into that right side, lift the left arm to the sky. Open up the chest. That's it. Exhale down and change sides. Extend the right, push through that right heel, get that nice stretch in the leg first. And then open up, leaning left, reaching up. Coming back to tabletop, extend left leg, this time floating it in the air, parallel to the body, and float that right hand out, bird dog. 5 crunches here as you bring elbow to navel and nose to knee, and then extend, open up 5 times. With the breath. When you extend and open up to that last bird dog, bend the left knee and capture the foot. Bring that right shoulder back as you push the foot into the hand, lift the chin, open up, lift the knee. Exhale, release, and change sides. Extend that right leg into the sky, float it out parallel to the earth. Extend the left hand. And then come through your iterations, your crunches, loosening up the low back. And on that 5th bird dog, hold, bend the knee, capture the foot, lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the knee, lift the thigh, lift the foot, And then exhale, release into child pose and let everything go. Reach the arms out. Keep the arms extended as you come up. When the butt is above the knees, walk out into puppy stretch. And then walking back, tabletop. Curl the toes, lift the knees, push the hips back. Keep the knees bent as you spread the hands, pushing down into the thumbs and the index finger, and then lengthen through the arms, lengthen through the spine, and walk your dog out. Walk your dog out until it becomes downward dog. Lift the right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. And then step the right foot forward to that right hand and drop the left knee. Point the toes of the left foot. Lean forward over the hands so you really feel that back hip flexor. And then push the hips back as far as you can. Even come onto finger pads here, just to feel that front leg start to wake up. Keep the front foot on the ground and then sway forward again, bringing the weight over that front. Do that again, push back, drop the head, round the back, come forward. 2 more times. Now the next time you come back, you're going to keep walking the hands back until you sit on that back leg. Toes of the front foot come up, heel stays down, sitting into half Hanuman. Use blocks to support you if that helps. Blocks under the hands can take the weight off that back knee. And we're going to do some head dips here, bringing the head down towards that front knee and back up. 1, 2, 3. Should be feeling this in the hamstring. 4. On 5, hold. Breathe into the sensations in the hamstring. If you want to massage the back of the hamstring, you can. And then walk your hands forward. Take the weight into the hands. Curl the toes of the back foot and lift the back knee. Run and stretch. Lift the gaze, look up, feel the weight in the hands. Now push your hips back as if you're trying to bring your head back to your back knee. Back is rounded. Front foot is stable. Let's do that again. Shift the weight forward, drop the hips, lift the gaze, and then back. Forward, lift the gaze. Now this time, as you push the hips back, bring the back foot forward a little bit more until the back foot is flat. You can use blocks here if you want. And walk your hands back until the front leg is straight. So you've got 2 straight legs here. You're in the pyramid pose. Hand is either on a block or the earth. Bring the right hand to the block or the earth. Left hand to the hip. Both legs grounded and straight. Create that nice pyramid shape with the legs. Bring that left shoulder back more. And then when you're ready, you can lift that left hand to the sky. Let your front hamstring really push down towards the mat here so you feel that stretch in that right hamstring. Revolve twist, drop the left hand on the ground or a block. I'm going to use a block. Right hand on hip. Drop the left shoulder, bring the right shoulder up, look up. Stack the shoulders, then lift the hands. Exhale, drop the hand and step that left foot back a little more, lifting the heel. Front knee bent. Come up, warrior one. In warrior one, bring the left hand forward, right hand back, feel your twist. Come through warrior one and we'll do the other side. Right hand forward, left hand back. Good. Come back through neutral, hands down to the earth, downward dog. Woo! Lift that left foot to the sky, three-legged dog. And step forward to the left hand and drop the right knee. Keep the hands under the heart. Shift the center of gravity forwards and backwards. As you come backwards, rounding the back. And as you come forward, lifting the chin. Keep that front foot grounded the whole time. Feeling that left inner thigh and left hamstring. Prepare for half Hanuman, with or without blocks. This time I'm going to use blocks. Walk the hands back, front leg stays straight. Sink back onto the hips. Use the blocks to support your weight if that's too much on the heel or the foot. Front foot perpendicular, and we're going to do head nods towards that front knee, towards that extended knee. So you really feel this in the low back, the hamstring, releasing that tightness. The next time you come forward, we'll walk the hands forward with the blocks or not. Curl the toes of the back foot and lift the back knee. Bring the back foot in about 6 inches so you can ground the back heel down. Back leg straight. And then walk the hands back to straighten the front leg. Prepare your pyramid legs. Feet are roughly parallel, but wide. Left hand on the earth or a block. Right hand on right hip. Get your nice pyramid legs there. Push that left hamstring down as if you're trying to straighten that front leg even more. Feel that stretch. When it feels right, lift that right hand to the sky. Keep working that front leg, that left hamstring trying to stretch out there. Good. Now switch hands, so right hand comes down, and as you do, bring the right hip forward, left hip back, keep both legs straight. Left hand on left hip. Stack the shoulders, left on right. Look up, lift up. Bringing that hand down, step that right foot back more until the heel lifts. Drop your right hip and look up. Runner's stretch. And from runner's stretch, we're going to push the center of gravity back here, so the front foot pushes the hips back as you stand up into warrior one. Right hand forward, left hand back. Come through warrior one, and then reverse that twist. Bring both hands up, warrior one. Hands to the mat, step to the top of the mat, forward fold. Slide the hands up the shins, come into pike pose. Now in pike pose, keep both feet grounded. Rotate the inner thighs back. Let the ribs lift up, shoulders drop down, neck extends. Come into that pike, that bookshelf pose. Strong legs. Keep rotating the inner thighs back. Then soften the knees, dangle forward, forward fold. Drop the buttocks, lift the head. Come into this squat, bring the hands out to the side. Push through those powerful leg muscles. Come up, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Close the eyes. Widen the stance of the feet. Grab the hips. Get that Wonder Woman look about you, and then start to push the hips around in a circle. Other direction. Then come to stillness, mountain pose. Establish mountain pose, feet hip width or shoulder width apart. Lift the arches, and as you lift the arches, squeeze the buttocks. As you squeeze the buttocks, lift the kneecaps. Strong legs. Shoulders roll up, back and down, palms forward. Head comes back a little bit over the shoulders. Soften the face. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive gently to the earth, forward fold. Hang out here for a little bit. Get the back of the legs released. Hands to the earth. Now take a giant step back with the left foot and bring it behind the right foot. Drop the back heel. So the feet are lined up, both feet are grounded, front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Bring the hand to a block of the earth, left hand to the left hip. So we've got that front leg straight now, so we've got that warrior two. Look up towards the ceiling and lift that left hand. We're going to move that right elbow to the right thigh. So simply prop that right elbow over the right thigh, palm up. Bring that right hand over into side angle. Bring that left hand back, warrior two. Drop the back hand, reverse warrior. Come back through warrior two. Now straighten the front leg slowly. Reach forward as far as you can, keeping the arms parallel to the ground. Feel that front hamstring again. And then pivot the arms 90 degrees. Right hand down, left hand up. Feel your triangle here. Getting a lot of work into the hamstring today. Soften the front knee. Come back to warrior two. And rotate that left hand down to the earth. And step that left foot forward. Come back to forward fold. Inhale, pike pose. Rotate the inner thighs, lengthen the spine. Exhale, dangle forward. Squat. Lift head, lift hands. Push through the thighs, reverse swan dive. Exhale, prayer. Take the weight into that left leg. We're going to pick up that right knee and hug it in towards the ribs. So we're finding our balance here. Big squeeze, stand up tall. If you lose balance, just come back. Exhale, release. Come into mountain pose. Lift the arches, squeeze the butt, lift the kneecaps. Shoulders back and down, head over shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive to the earth. Take a giant step back with the right foot and bring the right foot behind the left foot into your warrior two positioning. Back heel down, foot angled to the right, 45 degrees. Bring the right hand to the hip. And lift that right hand to the sky. Push your weight back a little bit as you rest your left elbow on that front thigh. Bring that right hand over. Get a big straight line here. Reach with that right hand. Keep looking towards the ceiling. And then push the torso upright into warrior two. Drop the back hand. Reverse warrior. Oh. Get right into the hips here. Come through warrior two and straighten the front leg. Hinge forward as far as you can, and then pivot the arms 90 degrees. Feel that triangle, work on that left hamstring. Bending the front knee, warrior two. And then bringing that right hand down. This time step back into plank. Drop knees, chest, chin here, inch one. Lower the hips, lower the legs. Inhale, lift the head, lift the shoulders, lift the heart. Keep the elbows bent, squeeze the elbows into the ribs, spread the fingers, and now push the fingers into the mat, come up a little taller. Shoulders keep back. Resist the temptation to shrug the shoulders. And then exhale, come up all the way back into child pose. Reach the arms forward. Keep the arms forward as you bring the hips over the knees. Prepare for puppy. Walk the hands out. Puppy stretch. And then walk the hands back. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Hip circles. Let's see what's happened to the hips and the low back. Other way. And then prepare for shoelace pose. So you might want to grab a block and a strap. I like to sit on a block. You could sit on a blanket. You could sit straight on the mat. No hard and set rule here. The reason I sit on the block is it gives me a more even hip keel. And bring that right foot back underneath you. Right knee points ahead. Cross the left knee over knee over knee. Classic shoelace pose. Whew, feel that right up there in that left glute. Give the bottom of the feet a little massage with the thumbs. Big pushing acupressure there. Take a deep breath in and twist to the left. So left hand comes behind you, can anchor to clothing or the block. Left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. Deep breath in. Relax the shoulders and turn the head to the right. Inhale, head to neutral, come back to neutral, and create a counter twist. Right hand behind, anchors, left hand cross. Bring that right shoulder back, shoulders back and down, sit up tall. Deep breath in, exhale, turn the head left. Good. Inhale, neutral. Take a deep breath in, sit up tall. Exhale, hinge forward, dropping the hands, the finger pads to the earth. Drop the head towards the knee. If at any time you get any cramping or any discomfort, adjust, come out, wait for the cramp to pass. Walk the hands forward, head comes a little lower. Five breaths here. And simply walking the hands back, uncross the legs. So you can have the feet on the floor in front of you. If you're on a block, you might want to come onto the mat here. We're going to come into boat pose. So curling toes back. If you're on the block, you've got further to fall. If you want to test your balance, you can. Grab the hamstrings. Oops, I'm going to come off my block so I don't. Start to straighten the legs, shoulders back. And then release the hands if you haven't. Slowly come down, and we're going to change sides with our shoelace. Bringing the left leg under first, right knee over top. Oh. Sit up nice and tall as you twist to the right. Relax the shoulders and turn the head left. Relax the twist. And come into the counter twist. Left hand behind, right hand over, left shoulder back. Sit up tall. Relax the shoulders, turn the head right. Inhale to neutral, sit up tall, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hinge forward onto the fingertips, drop the head towards the knee. And then walk your hands out to the degree that feels good for your lower back here. And hold for 5 breaths. Walk the hands back. Come up slowly. And once again, prepare for boat pose, Navasana. Find your balance point on the sit bones, lift the shins, keep the knees bent to start with, parallel to the earth. Start to straighten the legs and then the arms. Exhale, slowly drop the feet, and you're going to come down onto your back. And bring the knees into the chest and rock from side to side. Cross the left ankle on top of the right, grab the knees and turn the knees in a circle. Keep the low back relaxed here, massage out the low back as you do this. Pause, change the cross, right ankle on top. Keep holding the knees and push the knees in the opposite direction, massaging the kidneys. Drop the feet to the earth and bring the right knee over the left knee into floppy shin. Hands out 90 degrees. And then push down with that left foot. Lift the hips up nice and high. Hold this one-legged bridge for a moment. Squeeze the butt, keep up. And then twist to the left hip on the ground. Inhale ahead to neutral, knees to neutral, and straighten the back, uncross the knees. Just relax for a moment. Bring the left knee over the right, floppy shin. Hands out 90 degrees. Stop the flop, and then pushing down with that right foot, lift up and hold that one-legged bridge. Roll onto the right hip, knees to the right. Feel that lumbar twist on this side. Inhale ahead to neutral, knees to neutral, uncross, and bring the soles of the feet together into supine cobbler pose. Extend the left leg. Keep the right foot against the right leg into tree pose. Exhale, turn the head to the left. Inhale the head to neutral and bring the feet back together. This time extend the right leg. Exhale the head to the right. Inhale the head to neutral and bring the soles of the feet together once more. Push the low back into the floor and lift the feet. Keep the feet together. Take a deep breath in. Keep the low back into the ground and lift your head and reach down for your shins. You can clasp the hands around the outside edges of the feet if you like, or use a strap. Now push the feet into the hands, push the shins into the hands, push the feet into the strap, whatever you're using, and open the knees more. Keep the low back grounded. As you lay the head down, peel the feet apart into happy baby. Take this last minute or two of practice to do anything else you'd like to as you make your way into Shavasana. So if there's other things you need to do, take care of yourself in this last couple of minutes and then find Shavasana. look for anywhere you can release tension. Stay in Shavasana as long as you like. And transition when you're ready. Notice the impact of your practice on the mind, on the body, on the spirit. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.